As cliche as it sounds, you have to find out what works for you. I can only speak about my journey, but what worked for me is I started going very early on to Reiki. And when I started going to Reiki, it was like I almost woke up. I started to realise that I could say no, that I could have boundaries. My self-worth and self-love came online, and it wasn't just like, boom, one Reiki session, that's me done. It was like a gradual process. I went to Reiki because I had chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was at the point that I would just try absolutely anything to see if it would work. And it did work. It did really help me with my chronic fatigue, but that's not what we're talking about. I dabbled in shamanism as well. That just wasn't for me. Really, you just have to try and see what is for you and what isn't. And I think you'll be naturally guided to what you like and what you don't. If something doesn't feel right, then you'll let it go. And as for like me, like, sorry, I'm just rambling on, but for me, like, Reiki was life changing and I really liked it, but I've completely let that go now because it's not for me anymore. After the shamanism, I found Cat and Boots 138 and Captain K. I will tag them in the comments if you want to check them out. They have a very unique healing system, and working with them has been absolutely amazing. I started working with Cat, it was well over a year ago. I started treating myself to like sessions, and that was good. But I'd say it wasn't until about September last year that I really umped my healing up, and I started going to like their classes and stuff. Pardon me. That my healing like started to get like faster. And then it was about February that I found one of my own abilities, I suppose you could call it, and ways of healing and stuff. And I've been more self-focused on that, learning it, seeing how it works out. I try to cut out as much rambling as possible, so hopefully you found that information helpful, and if you have any questions, just ask. But yes, we don't have to stay stuck with a trauma. We can heal it. I'm not saying that it's going to be a quick fix. I've still got loads of trauma to heal, but I also have healed an awful lot. I'm not the same person I was last week, last month, and definitely not the same person I was in September.